Much. Can I welcome everyone to the Justice Subcommittee, its first meeting in 2013, and as the oldest member present, I take no joy in this. I am required to chair the first meeting until the convener is chosen. Please switch off mobile phones and other electronic devices completely as they interfere with the broadcasting system, even when switched to silent, and no apologies have been received. Item 1, declaration of interest. The first item, I invite members to declare any interest relevant to the remit of the subcommittee, and I'd remind members that a declaration should be brief but sufficiently detailed to make clear the nature of the interest. Anyone wishing to make a declaration? John.
I have a list here, I think, Convener, that maybe I'm a former police officer, I'm a former full-time official of the Scottish Police Federation, I'm the recipient of a police pension, I'm a former member of the Police Appeals Tribunal, and a member of the Retired Police Officers Association Highlands and Islands branch.
Thank you very much. Graham.
In fairness, former police officer, former federated member, former member of ACPOS, and advise the private sector from time to time on the handling of information and intelligence.
Thank you. Kevin.
Since everybody is declaring former interests, I should declare an interest as a former member of Grampian Police Board, the longest serving member in that forces board history.
As you've said several times, yes.
I should add the Northern Joint Police Committee to my...
Right, thank you. I think everybody's declared everything that's required. Right, thank you very much. Item 2, choice of convener. Can I have nominations for convener, please?
Chair, can you nominate yourself as the chair of the Justice Committee to chair this subcommittee?
John?
I'm very happy to second that.
Thank you very much. Any other nominations? Thank you very much, and thank you for your nomination. Can I then move on? We can, if we wish, choose a the subcommittee can, if it wishes, choose a deputy convener. There's no obligation to do so, and an alternative might be just to appoint a temporary convener as and when the convener is not available. Can I have members reason whether we need a deputy convener?
No, it doesn't.
No? No. Wrinkles of noses, I think, means no. Is that correct?
Yeah.
You're happy with that?
Yeah.
Everybody's happy with that. Right. Now, working practices, item 3. Remind members we must be finished by 2 p.m, preferably 1:55, when the chamber starts today. There's time to have an initial discussion on working practice in our work programme today and return to them at our next meeting if we need more time. So we need to discuss our working practices, and I see you have a paper which you should have. Paper 3. There we go. And thank you very much. And there we are. You see what it says there. It'd be useful to get a steer about when members would like to meet. Very basic thing. Who is free? For instance, is that anybody has a clash on a Wednesday morning?
Yes.
That's that gone. That leaves very little room for manoeuvre. We're left with Mondays. Monday afternoon and evenings or lunchtimes.
Evenings or lunchtimes, because already with the new parliamentary sitting, the constituency is definitely suffering on Mondays and Fridays.
I absolutely agree. Mondays and Fridays, that's constituency for everybody, and for members particularly travelling a long distance, that would really take into the whole of their day.
Yep.
So we could meet lunchtimes, which I think would be more convenient probably for members. There's an awful lot. Is there any group meeting at a lunchtime? Tuesday lunchtime. So we're left with Wednesday.
Wednesday lunchtime, there's group meetings as well, convener.
Oh, that's ours, yes. I forgot about that. Right.
Thursday?
Thursday lunchtime after FMQs.
Yes.
Right.
Seems right.
That's it. Thursday lunchtime will be the time we fix. Thank you for reminding me about that and showing me up, but I don't always go.
After members' business.
And necessarily after members' business, but we can be more flexible if somebody's not in members' business.
No,
We can't. We have to fix it. Right, so it has to be after members' business on Thursdays. Right? Fine.
What time does that leave us for any particular meeting? That's just,
When does
just a little over an hour.
It finishes about 1:15 at the latest.
You've got an hour and 15 minutes normally then, convener, because normally we would start at 2:30 on a Thursday afternoon.
I'm concerned that at we might just have to be flexible, but
I think
sometimes when we're taking evidence from external people, then that doesn't really give us very long.
Yes, I think it's really a suck it and see, isn't it? Because there might be occasions when it's quite easy to finish within an hour. There might be others where something comes out of the woodwork and you want to go on. members may have commitments in the chamber, appreciate that. So we'll have to just really see how we do it. John?
Can I confirm through yourself, Convener, the fixing of a time doesn't preclude you advancing the start time as long as there's notification, presumably. So we could, for instance...
No, I mean, it's like justice, isn't it? We usually start at 10, but we advance it to 9:30 and so on. But we're going to try and have some kind of structure. So that will be... So we'll be starting at 1:15.
1:15 on Thursday lunchtime.
1:15 lunchtimes on Thursdays. Now, the next thing I want to ask is...
Frequency of meetings.
and I'm with yes, I know, it's all right. It's all right. I'm taking my time. Who's driving this bus? She is. Now, there we are. So, frequency of meetings. Now, you have to sort of take a view about how frequent you want to be.
Convener, again, I think it's a case of let's suck it and see. It may well be that the subcommittee will have to meet on a regular basis to begin with, which may ease off. I am quite happy to be quite flexible round about that. I think we've just got to wait and see.
You agreed? Yes. Thank you very much. Now, I'm just asking you to note that it's on the record the relationship the subcommittee will have with other committees, which are set out in the paragraphs of your paper, and to follow the Justice Committee's suggested approach regarding the working in a consensual and non-partisan manners, and those who've come from other committees like local government and equal opportunities. In a way, you're bringing that kind of information and experience to this committee and hopefully reporting back. The aim will be that if you're agreeable, then you might be reporting back directly to those committees. 3 of us, of course, have come directly from Justice, but yourself, Margaret and Kevin and John from other committee pools.
My parliamentary representative, rather, Kevin's representing local government, and then kind of the political representation to make sure there's an equal balance. That was my understanding.
Well, I mean, we'll be flexible about it. I was looking at the expertise that you both have in your different committees. I mean, it's not anything like a badge on you, but just that, you know, you've got other things to put into this. And John, of course, being both on justice and equal ops, it has other issues that you can bring to it that we may miss.
Mm-hmm.
Is that all right?
Absolutely.
Thank you. Are you agreeable to discussing other issues in the working practices at our next meeting, given the idea that we're just really constituting ourselves today? Item 4, approach to developing a work programme. I think it would be useful at our next meeting, when we have more time, to go round the table and have a proper discussion about what we would like the subcommittee to focus on. And for the purposes of today, can I seek members' views on how soon the subcommittee would like to meet and what it would like to consider at that meeting? For example, do you wish to meet before 1st of April, perhaps seeking a progress update from the SP and Chief Constable? Therefore, it's soon, like next week. So we'll have our first meeting, 1:15 next week, Thursday next week.
Understanding, I'm all for the flexibility, but certainly initially, could we maybe meet fortnightly initially, and then if we decide we're killing the goose here, we can then relax back, but just in making plans, know that we'll probably meet once a fortnight for the first...
Can I just ask you, but I'm happy, but I was just going to say, could we sort of make sure that that's free in our diary of the forthcoming fortnights, but see how next week goes, and then we can then firm it up, rather than do it
just that I can be looking at the diary.
Well, I'm going to do it anyway.
Too.
I think it's a good idea to mark that space, block that space throughout. And that's fine. So our next meeting will be held next Thursday at 1:15 and at a place to be arranged. That's it. Thank you very much for attending. Thank you.